Well, good morning and good afternoon, everyone. To those of you who may already be past the noon hour, I am so excited because this is the beginning of a new year here in a few days. And I know that lots of you have goals this year. My heart's desire is to help you meet those goals. And so today we're going to talk about a few things that will help you meet those goals and exceed those goals more than likely. And I couldn't be more ecstatic to sit with you today and to walk through just some of the things that Zoho has to offer that will help you take your business to the next level. Or if you haven't started a business quite yet, to get started here in this new year. So just to let you know a little bit about me, for those of you who do not know who I am, my name is Keitha Freeman, and I spent about 17 years in corporate America. I actually was in IT, in the technology field, and I did lots of things from MIS to programming and development. I actually, after those 17 years, left a senior VP position to be able to add value to other people. This is my heart's desire. I began to feel so uncomfortable working in corporate America because I just felt like, I was in a bubble, and I just really had to get out because there's this passion that I had inside of me that really wanted to go out and explore other options of being able to add value to other people's lives. And so this is my story. This is my heart. Anything I can do to help another entrepreneur, that's what I'm here to do. And so I actually have a team of experts. I am not making it all happen by myself. And they're the ones who, help to also make that happen for all of our clients. And so I'm excited because we're coming into this new year, and there's just so many opportunities out here. I want to be able to share in your growth and to help you along the way as you make 2019 your best year yet. So let's get started. We're going to talk about the Zoho CRM. Some of you may already use Zoho. Some of you may be a little curious about what it has to offer. This is going to be something good for both new and existing users, because I'm sure that if you already use Zoho CRM, that you will learn some new things. Zoho is constantly and continuously adding new features and functionality to the Zoho world. So there's always something new to learn. I learn something new almost every day about Zoho. So let's dive right on in, and we'll just talk about what we will cover today. We'll talk about sales cycles, how to capture leads using multiple channels. We'll also discuss prioritizing your leads as they come into your system, distributing and following up with those leads, and then also analyzing your sales performance. We'll talk about, customization just a little, and then go into some data security. Zoho is actually used by 30+ million users around the world. They've been in business for 20 years now, with over 4,000 employees in 130 countries, and then 7 different locations. Zoho makes you profitable, basically, because the way the system is designed, it is designed to put your business in a position to do sales, do marketing, lead generation, you name it. There's more than likely a tool or an application within Zoho that can solve for it. And all of the tools have been exceptional, especially for me personally. I think there may be 1 or 2 that I haven't used, and we're talking 40+ applications here. So I consider the CRM as the central processing unit of the entire Zoho system. If you're going to really build an entire system, then the CRM will be the start. It should be customized to fit your business and your business process. And then going beyond that, there are other tools that you can use, from email all the way to, help desk or service desk type work and tickets, to reporting and accounting software. Then, one thing that most of us must have is email, the ability to build out email campaigns. So it has all of that plus more. Just to go over the sales cycle of the Zoho CRM, this is the basic flow of things. You run a campaign, for example, it can be an email campaign, it could be something that you run even if it's in, if it's direct mail, social media, Google ads, Facebook ads. All of those things can be captured. Obviously, if it's direct mail, that's something that, you basically, once that lead comes in, you'll have to capture in some way how they found you. But you run your campaign and then you capture your leads. And our goal, using a system like Zoho, there's no reason for, as much of it to be automated. And so as those come in, you will automatically be able to capture the leads and then automatically assign the leads. We can set your system up actually to assign them to whomever. It can be individual users within your organization, or it can be teams, or roles. Doesn't matter. So as those leads come in, then you can have a process that will determine who qualifies as a valid lead. There is nothing like spending time or too much time on junk leads or leads that are not actually valuable and of quality. So this process will automatically weed those individuals out so that you won't spend too much time on, leads that are not qualified. And then those leads get converted. As they get converted to an account, which is a company, or a contact, which are the individuals, and opportunities, which are the deals. They go in, and if a deal comes out of it, then you can also, mark it off as lost or won, depending on how the deal pans out. But this sales cycle is basically how the system is designed. We obviously have a lot of room for customization within this whole process. So that's one of the things that our team specialize in. This is just another screenshot of the same image there. All right, so capturing leads with multiple channels. Whenever you have leads come in, they can come from a variety of different places, and that can include your website, obviously, but then it can also include any telephone calls you may receive, Google AdWords, Facebook ads, or social media itself. There are 4 different social media platforms that Zoho integrates with, and that's Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, and Google+. Even if you do trade shows, something, or any type of networking events where you receive business cards or any type of information for leads, then you can capture all of that in your system pretty easily, depending on which channel it is, and then obviously through email. So with your website, to capture leads from your website, you have to have forms. And those forms will be built inside of your CRM they will be built inside of the CRM, yes, or can be, but they will be embedded on your website so that when the website visitors visit, they fill the form out, you capture them as leads. The same thing that, people use Gravity forms and so on and so forth for. That's what we do. We create that form either within the CRM or within Zoho Forms, and then it's embedded on your website. Zoho has a really cool feature called Sales Inbox. If you are an existing user and you haven't used it, you have got to try it. It's a very handy tool, especially for your marketing team. It's the first of its kind, and it takes those leads directly from your inbox and it puts them into your CRM. And I'll show you how. I'll just give you a little snapshot here in a second. And then there's a very handy drag and drop feature which allow you to convert leads to deals. And this is how it looks. When you go in, it is your inbox, but it separates the emails based on whether it's a colleague, someone who's already in your organization, if it's someone who's not in your CRM at all. So you want to know that, right? So if we know that Sandra Evans is not in your CRM, then we can basically drag and drop her over and make her into a lead. And then you have your contacts and your leads, and then deals. When you do have someone who may be interested in, and maybe they're already a lead in your system and you'd like to create a deal for them, again, you just drag and drop and then create a deal for that individual. So it'll separate everything out, and then of course you can still check your email as you usually do. It's just got these added features where you can see, you know, the deal that is in progress right now. You know, all those deals will have the amounts for those, and then it'll also have, you know, just a little bit of information on each of the leads or contacts or, you know, individuals that are not yet a lead or a contact. Another channel is your phone system. Now, there are many systems out there that integrate with Zoho. Not all phone systems do. The advantage of having a phone system that does integrate is the ability to automatically capture the information from those phone calls. When the call was made, obviously who took the call, how long the call was for, what the call was about. Now, obviously you have to actually input what it was about, but the system makes it super simple. When a phone call comes in, you'll get a box in the bottom corner, and it will just ask you, hey, what was this call about? You can just jot, you know, a little note and then close it, and then that's it. When you go back into your CRM, you can actually see all of the information. It gives it to you. You can either get it in a report form or just go into your system and create a view where you can see the information the way you want to see it. But you'll see your phone calls, and it's among your activities in your CRM. So go to the Activities tab at the top, and then when phone calls come in with a system that's been integrated with a phone system, then you'll be able to see all of the phone calls, and it marks it as a phone call. You know, it also has the ability where you can make a phone call straight from your CRM. When a phone call comes in, if that person's in your CRM, and even if they're not, the box will pop up and it will tell you who's calling. If it's not someone in your CRM, it will just give you the phone number, and it makes it really easy. It makes it easy for you to take those phone calls and translate those into leads. So if they're not already in your system, that will be your moment there to, you know, actually add them into the system as a lead. So lots of companies here. I will say that the most popular in my experience has been RingCentral. Theirs have been, I think, the easiest to use as far as the interface goes. There are a few that use Jive. It may not be as user-friendly as RingCentral, but it's a little lighter on the pocket. And then Vonage as well. So you can capture your leads from your social media accounts as they come in. And again, this will be for Twitter, Facebook, Google+, and LinkedIn only. You can actually tell the system what to do with that. So if someone mentions you on Facebook, for example, you can have it come in as a lead. You can also assign it to a particular person, group, or role. If it's a post that someone posts on your business page, you can capture that. You can tell it exactly what you want. So if they come in and they may like a post, but they may not necessarily comment on the post, You can have it grab that person as a lead if they comment, not necessarily if they just like the post, or if they send a message, a direct message or a private message, you'll be able to capture that. If you have different individuals who handle different social media accounts, then you can assign those to those individuals, just however it is that you set your system up. And again, only Facebook, LinkedIn, Google+, and Twitter are integrated with the CRM as of right now. I don't know if they're going to add Instagram or any others, but if they do, I will be sure to let everyone who follow our pages know, and to you know, just keep you guys updated on things. That's what I like to use my pages for. Google AdWords. And I will say the same thing for Facebook ads. If you're running campaigns, you should integrate your CRM with those Google or Facebook campaigns, because it will capture that information. And although you can see all of this from your Google, you know, dashboard, you can see how many impressions, how many clicks, you can see all that good stuff. But the difference between that and integrating it with your CRM is that you will be able to see what's your investment, like what is your investment doing for you. You can see what's actually being turned into a deal. And that's the key, being able to really gauge and see what's working and what's not, and then also being able to make changes to your ads accordingly. So, you know, just make sure you remember that. Don't use Google AdWords separate from your CRM. Use them together and let them, you know, work for you as a team. If you do trade shows or anything like networking events, anything where you would collect business cards, you don't have to keep those business cards. We all know they get lost. Sometimes they get lost in the car before you even get home. Those cards can be automatically scanned on the spot, and then the information goes into your CRM. It's like magic, right? So use an app called Card Scanner by Zoho Corporation. Just search for it on your phone in your app store and download that. Make sure you integrate it or log in with your CRM credentials, and when you scan, it will bring the information in as a contact or a lead, however it is that you want to do that, and then you no longer have to keep the card. You can get a copy of the front of the business card and the back of the business card. So the sky's the limit. Just use it to your heart's content. All right, so now that your leads are in, what's next? I'll tell you what's next. You need to make sure those leads turn into deals, and that's what we're going to walk through right now. How do we prioritize our leads? Many ways to do this. Depending on your business, depending on your business needs, you can set up your scoring rules so that you can identify which leads are higher quality or, you know, hot leads, if you will, and you can base that on any of the fields that you have within the system. So since it's so customizable, it can be any field. It may not be a field that was automatically in, you know, the CRM. So the lead status, you know, say it's if it's pre-qualified and your lead source is from a trade show and the industry is technology, then we're going to give it this many points. So you'll have an actual point system so that as those leads come in and as they are, you know, maybe opening your email campaigns and what have you, you can give them points. And the higher the points, the hotter the leads. It's a really cool concept. So if you already have a CRM, go in and play around with it. It will help you, you know, and you may have to do obviously some tweaking here and there until you get it, you know, until you perfect it, but it is definitely worth the time to go in and explore it. Then, you know, of course, you spend a lot less time on leads that are not really going anywhere. And then, you know, you can assign those leads accordingly as well. So based on how you want your leads to be distributed to your team members, you can do that as well. You can set it to users, to teams, to roles. You can set up a round robin. If you don't know what a round robin is, it's basically when a record comes in, it will assign it to one person, and the next time and the next record comes in, it'll assign it to the next person, and just kind of rotates. Very, very, it's used a lot in corporate America, but yes, round robin, it does support that as well. And then you can filter your views and your inside your CRM as well. If you have an email campaign that goes out, for example, you can go into your CRM and say, okay, well, anyone who has an email status in the last 2 weeks that was not opened, and you can identify those individuals. Then you can do whatever you need to do with them. If you need to go and resend an email to those individuals, or make phone calls to them, or whatever it is your process, whatever your process is, this makes it easier. Use those filters on the side. When you log into your CRM, it will be on the left. You go under leads or contacts, or accounts, you'll be able to see those options on your left-hand side in the menu. And if you don't, just simply click the little arrow to expand the menu on the left, and then you'll see all the options there. Now you use your workflows. Now this is the biggest piece, because this will help you move things along through your system without you ever touching it. So you set your workflows up, or you have us set your workflows up based on what you want to happen. And as those leads come in, you can actually send them where you want to send them. You can update fields. You can tag them. You can, convert them from a lead to a contact and an account. The sky is the limit. There are so many options within workflows. So nurture your leads. Make sure you follow up with your leads. Use your workflows to create reminders, tasks, to send emails. And then you can also set up, an entire drip campaign, and then nurture it as well using workflows. There's another feature called sales signals. When you're inside the CRM, it will be at the top right corner. It looks like a little bell, and it probably will almost always have a number beside it in red. And that's basically the number of sales signals that you haven't looked at yet. And then when you do click, it will show you anything that's been done in your system. If it was an email that someone responded to that came from your CRM, if it was a phone call that came in, if you have an integrated phone system, if it was a chat that was done on, Zoho Click, for example, someone respond to a survey that you may have put out there using Zoho Survey, a support ticket. If you have a ticketing system using Zoho Desk and someone responds to a ticket, it will show up. Any social interaction, someone sends you a message on Facebook or mention you on Facebook, you'll see that. So it's really useful. It basically will let you know anything that comes in, and you can click on it and then see more details on it, and then also be able to take action right then and there. Now, if you don't already know, I am going to introduce you to the lovely Zia. Zia is an IA, an interactive tool that's built inside of the Zoho CRM, and she's kind of smart. She likes to tell you the best time to contact individuals. She can give you stats and numbers. She can show you reports. Just add a command. You can type the command, or you can use Zia Voice to tell her what you want, and then she will deliver. So awesome. So take advantage of Zia. If you would like to get the most functionality, I would suggest you go to your settings inside of the CRM, go into the back end, find the word Zia, it'll show, I think it's under the first menu. And when you click on it, there are some different, things that you can set for her to do. In order for you to maximize, however, there's some criteria there that you would have to meet. So read through that so you'll understand how many leads, how many contacts, how many things that have to already be in your system for her to deliver on the maximum level. Otherwise, you can still use her for a lot of different things. So, also help your sales team out and introduce them to Zia. I'm sure they will love to meet her because she will make their sales, their experience easier and better as well. Okay, and then there's Blueprint. Blueprint and workflows can actually kind of work together, but when a system is set up in your CRM using Blueprint, it automates the entire process. For example, a deal comes in this example specifically, there's a package that's been ordered, right? It goes to shipping soon, and it will either be in stock or not in stock. If it's not in stock, okay, it will be marked as out of stock, and then it will refund the client. And then when the refund is done, then it'll cancel the order. If the product is in stock, then it will ship it, mark it as shipped. It will send it to, for delivery, and then let you know when it's out for delivery, when it's delivered, and when the delivery is done. This can look however you need it to look. Whatever your business does, if it can be done within the system, it can be automated here in Blueprint. So utilize that tool. It can be a little challenging to figure out, and there may be a huge learning curve on how to use it, but that's what my team is here for as well. We can go in and have it done for you in no time. So just keep that in mind. If you ever get to a point where something becomes frustrating in Zoho, don't let it discourage you. Just call someone who knows how to do it so that you can spend your time on what's most important. And what is a sales process if you don't analyze it, right? You need to analyze your sales performance. Use your reports in the Zoho CRM. Use your dashboards. Set them up to show you what you need to see every time you open your CRM on a daily. And then use Zia. Zia likes to study trends and tell you what she thinks is going to happen in the next week or month. So use those tools. They will help, help you to not spend as much time, or it will also help boost your sales if you're paying close attention to your reporting and allowing those reports to tell you what needs to be changed or tweaked in your system or in your process. So is your CRM in tune with your business? You tell me. Is it? If it's not, change that. Go into the new year with everything set up and working to the best of its ability, and then being able to deliver results for you in this new year. That means customizing your CRM. It should fit your needs. You get the most out of it when it knows you and your business. So you have to teach it that. You have to tell it that. You customize your fields accordingly. You set up your email templates, your workflows, your blueprints, okay, customizing modules, and then your related list, things that need to be related within the system. And you can kind of think of it like in a database system. Those relationships have to be set up. And then, customizing buttons, things like that. There's so much that Zoho can do, and then also it can integrate with all of the other Zoho tools and beyond. So make sure that your system is as automated as possible, because if you can take a 12-hour day that you may spend in your business and cut it down to about 4, I think that will make you very, very happy. So don't spend more time than you should. Invest the time or the money up front have your system completely customized to fit your needs, and then save time or use that time on other things like, spending one-on-one time with your clients or your customers. Whatever it is that you need to do, you will be able to do that if you have your system automated. Okay, I'm going to go over just a few minor details around data security with Zoho. There are some features that are built into the CRM. They are role-based permissions that are set up. You have that security of knowing that if you set your roles up properly, that someone in one department or that has this particular role can't see, finances, for example. You can set the profiles and the access levels up to see different things as well and have different capabilities. There's an audit log. If you've never gone into the back end of your CRM, go into the back end and check out the audit. It will tell you who did what time, and exactly what they did. So check it out. You can keep an eye on who's nurturing leads, who's doing this, who's doing that. You can see a lot of that on the front end of your, CRM, honestly, but there are things that, you may sometimes need to actually get a timestamp on and things. So the audit logs are very useful for that. IP restrictions. If you have IPs that you want to restrict, you can do that. There's also the application level security. If I have a Zoho system built and I have different roles or different individuals within my team, and some of them may need access to Zoho CRM and some of them may only need access to Zoho projects, you can set that up however you want within your system, and also set password guidelines. There's the data protection and backup. If you go into the back end, you'll see options to back up your data. You have options to do it once a month or twice a month. I think that's the most you can do. If you decide you want more than twice a month, then there is a cost associated with that will go to Zoho. But if that's what you need, then it's well worth it. There's also the two-factor authentication that you can set up. So if you need to access your system, and it will actually make you take that extra step. And, the only issue that I have witnessed with that is if you change your phone number to your cell phone and you've already set up your authentication, it can be a little frustrating when you try to go into your system and it's also asking you to verify. So keep that in mind. Zoho complies with Safe Harbor. And basically what that means is between the United States Department of Commerce and the European Union, and this applies to some, not all, then the U.S. companies have a certain way that they have to handle the personal data for European citizens. So that's what Safe Harbor is. It does comply with Safe Harbor, and then it's SOC2 certified, meaning that it's a proven system that's designed to keep the client's sensitive data secure. They have data centers, talking about the physical data centers that Zoho has in the U.S. and in Europe. They're secure, like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And they also have video monitoring set up around the data centers. There's the two-factor authentication for entry into the data centers. They have bullet-resistant walls, and then there's the data encryption. And then as far as the network, the firewalls, intrusion detection and prevention systems, and then antivirus systems and anti-spam systems are in place. So that's just a little bit about security. If you need to know more information, just send me an email and I'll try to get some answers for you if I don't already know them. But as I said, in this new year, I want to be able to help you achieve your goals. So give me a call or send an email. I would like to, first let you know that you're definitely not alone in this. If you want to help, we're here to help. You can contact us by chat or visiting our website. You can send an email, follow us, or respond to us on Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. That's also an option. We can help you customize your system. We can provide support for you and for your company. And then anytime you need us, we're here. We have some other services that we're going to offer in this new year. And so if you're interested, just let us know. But you can start a free trial with Zoho if you don't already have one, if you have not used it before. I would suggest you do that. Just go to successfulsolutions.com / you can type in try Zoho for free, or you can just wait until after this webinar and you will receive a link that will give you more information on how to start a free trial. And then for those of you who may not necessarily want to hire employees, whether they be full-time or part-time in this new year, to tackle certain things within your business, we can help with that too. We actually have contractors on hand that can handle different things. So whether you need someone to manage your Zoho system for you, to manage your social media accounts, responses to your social media, or creating posts, we have a social media strategist. If you need someone to manage and keep your website secure and optimize, making sure that it's, working properly, number one, always secure so that hackers can't get in, because it does happen. I am a witness of that. And then also making sure that your website is fast. Speed is everything. If someone comes to your website and it is slow, they will leave, and that will cause you to lose on a lot of opportunities. We also can have an assistant assigned to you to handle tasks. If you don't want to hire an administrative assistant, we can provide one for you. Making calls, receiving calls, any type of administrative task that you need handled, he or she can do that for you. We can also set up, manage, and create a strategy for your email campaigns. We have graphic designers. They are very good at coming up with email campaigns and then also including graphics to go with it. Setting up and managing your entire sales cycle, from your scoring of your leads to designing drip campaigns, analyzing and making adjustments accordingly so that you can get the best out of it. We do that as well. So we assign a trained contractor to you, and then we cover the cost of their license to access your Zoho account, because they will need their own license. That way, when you do go into the audit, the reporting, or just when you're in your CRM, you can see what they did and how and when. Everyone today will receive 25% off. Just ignore this through September 30th. That's expired, but I am offering 25% off to any new clients that have attended this webinar. So if you do reach out to us, let me know that you were in attendance, and I will make sure you get 25% off of whatever that you need for us to help you with. Again, I'm here to help you grow your business in this new year. I'm absolutely excited to do that. As you see growth, I want to know about it. We want to hear about it. So rate us or mention us on social media or on our website, or you can complete a survey that we may send to you via email. But let us know. That's what makes my heart beat. I need to know how we've helped you and in what way we can help you even more. So make sure you check out the free Zoho account if you haven't already. And if you have any questions, please let me know at this time. I'll check to see if there are any questions, and I don't see any. So I will let you guys have the rest of your hour back. You've got like 20 minutes that you get to gain back to your day. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your new year. And let us know if there's anything we can help you with. Have a good one.